Good morning. So I'm here doing my video of the brain. So some of the things that I am going to point out really quick are the things that are not bilateral, which is the pons and the medulla oblongata, which is right there, and then the cerebral pedicles and the cerebellum, which cerebellum's back here. So there's actually quite a few things that are bilateral in the brain. I didn't realize. I'm probably going to say some of these wrong, so I'm going to try to do my best. The hemisphere, the left and the right side, the frontal gyrus, the orbital gyrus, the white matter of the cerebral hemisphere, insula, the amygdala, maybe, hopefully, the cerebral pedicles, the lateral ventricles, the occipital lobes, the parietal lobes, the temporal lobes. Those are all the things that are bilateral in the brain. So over here is the frontal lobe. And this is all the frontal lobe of the brain. The frontal lobe is for the high cognitive functions, so like memory, emotion, impulse control, problem solving, social interaction. I work at the hospital here locally, and we had a patient when I first started tried to commit suicide and basically just shot this part off of his brain. Well, a lot of people were talking about it afterwards, and they just basically said, oh, he just shot off his personality. Well, I never really understood why up until now, but your frontal lobe has a lot to do with quote, quote, your personality and your problem solving and, your interaction to do with other people. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and it took this long to figure that out. So the occipital lobes, that's back here. Boop. Right there's your occipital lobe. That is for your visual perception. So the form of the object that you're looking at and the color of it, is that object moving or not? That has to do with the occipital lobe back here. So your temporal lobe is right here. And this is the second largest lobe in the brain, which is pretty interesting because your ear is somewhere in here. And it is your auditory information. So it's processing everything you hear and trying to encode what is going on that you're listening to. Your memory is encoded in your temporal lobe of the brain. This is the other side right here. Your parietal lobe. So your parietal lobe is right here. This is your parietal lobe of the brain. And this processes your sensory information. So anything that is on the outside world and you're touching it and feeling it and it's coming in to your body. So this is your touch, taste, smell, temperature. If you feel something that's hot and your body's like, whoa, it takes a minute to register, but that's where it's registering at, is the parietal part of the brain. So the cerebrum is the largest part of your brain, which is in there, I think. And it's the largest part because it's got like the two hemispheres, because it's kind of in there. And it controls speech, thoughts, emotions, reading, writing, learning, taking all that information and then spitting it back out, so you can register better. Your cerebellum, which is right here and highlighted, whoops, it controls your fine motor skills, like you're maintaining your proper posture. If you're walking, it controls your balance and your equilibrium, those types of things. This is the pons. Sorry, one little hiccup. And then this is your spinal cord. The spinal cord brings all the information that's coming down and into your body. So like your fine motor skills, being able to move your fingers and pick up a pencil, or be able to pick up a fork and not poke your eye out. And the spinal cord also brings back information from the body to the brain. Hopefully I was able to decipher everything properly and give you all the information you needed. Have a good day.